Perfect song right there. Good morning, Calgary. Good morning, Canada. Welcome back to Breakfast Television. Devo Brown here with you. And if you're single and hoping to spark a new flame before summer is over, then we've got some hot dating trends to help you heat up your love life. Here to dish on that is relationship expert and a good friend of the show, Dr. Jess O'Reilly. Good morning.
Good morning. You said single and looking to spark a relationship. I thought you were going to say single and ready to mingle.
Well, single...
That was teed up for you.
Jess, you're yelling at me already. We go back, by the way, like way back. So,
way back,
and
since
watching
he was
you,
yay high.
Yes, since I was just a little Ute trying to find love, and now I'm a grown man still doing the same thing.
All right.
Some things don't change. Okay, so summertime though, is it a good time to find love, or is it a good time for people finding lust? Like, which one is it?
A little bit from column A, a little bit from column B. We do have some data saying that relationships do spike by about 20% as the temperatures rise. So that's kind of interesting. Of course, it's different across different demographics and age groups. We've got, in Toronto, for example, we have Caravana starting today, and I was trying to dig into the data to see, are people dating more around festivals, whether it's Stampede or the PNE?
Right.
I don't want to mention that yet. We're not there yet.
Yeah.
But we actually, my friends at Tinder told me that they see a spike of 480% of folks mentioning Caravana in their dating profiles this weekend.
I mean, is that... We know what's happening with that, Jess.
It means...
It's not long-term relationships.
Oh, it's a mix. It's a mix because a lot of people will think that it's going to be something casual and it turns into something more. I can talk 23 years ago when I met my partner. It was supposed to be a casual thing, but we're going strong.
Here you go. Almost a quarter of
I locked that down.
Century lady. Yes, you did.
With flexibility. I want him to have a good life.
Makes sense. It makes sense. Okay, some of the trends with that include this. Is passporting is the first one, and that means people are traveling to find love.
Yes, so they are setting their feature on their apps, for example, to the passport feature, so they can see who is where, and maybe they're planning their trips around that. And you don't actually need a passport to do this because we've got this big, huge country to travel across and see, you know, open the doors a little bit.
So simply just putting that on your app and looking in different regions outside of your area.
Yeah, and I think more broadly for me, more than specifically looking for love, this is about being more open to people. So when you're traveling, talk to fellow travelers of different genders, different ages, different demographics, just to be friendly, because the broader your social network, oftentimes the more fulfilling your relationships are, from the bedroom to the bar to the boardroom. Okay,
next up you have, is it shapeshifting?
Shapeshifting.
What does that mean?
I'm so happy with this one. So this involves dating outside your typical type and preferences. And so we have some data from Canada, from queer Canadians, that 86% of daters are doing this. I think the heteros can follow suit because, you know, we tend to have this repetition compulsion where we go after the same types, it doesn't work out, but our subconscious has us repeating these patterns oftentimes to our detriment.
So 6'5", blue eyes, man in finance is not always the one.
Lord, no. Please, no. Let's broaden, because that is not going to enrich your life. Right? When you're 64 sitting there, feeling some sort of fulfillment, connection, enjoying that sense of humor, are you going to say, thank God he's 6'5"? Right? Thank God those eyes are blue. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff attached to that, right? I would say for this one, ask your friends. I think friends are an untapped resource to help us break our patterns. You know how you have those friends and you want to say to them, hey, like, you're complaining about the same dating problems, but part of this is you. Tap into your friends, let them say what they've wished they could say for so long to help you break those patterns.
You're dating the same person, they just have different names.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's really what it's been coming down to.
It's all a Chad.
Third one, it's all a Chad. Big talks, what does that mean?
Okay, so this is definitely driven by Gen Z, and this involves skipping the small talk to get to deeper conversations in new relationships and old. And so I would say that this could be a positive trend, but we also want to be mindful that small talk serves a purpose. You don't want to kind of skip over it and force yourself to be vulnerable right away, because you may not have the safety, the trust, the intimacy, so you kind of got to work your way up. And for this one, I think, trust your gut, right? Don't force yourself and say, I have 15 questions from the internet. Tell me about your fondest childhood memory from when you were 4 to 5 years old. Let's be a little bit more chill than that.
How do you approach that without being too serious? Like you want kids, you want that, like making those talks like too soon.
Man, I wish when people went on dates, they would stop interviewing people, right? We're not trying to check a list of items here. You're trying to kind of tune in to what you're feeling in your body, in your mind. How do you feel about yourself with this person? That's a good measure of all relationships, whether you're working professionally, whether you're looking at dating, or whether you're considering family and friend relationships.
Jess, these are all great points, great advice. Thank you. Where can people find more?
HappierCouples.com. So good to see you.
Nice to see you,
and
too.
chat.
Yeah, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Good to see you. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more BT after this.
That was fun.
Nice.
Thank you.